Hey y'all, happy birthday to all of my Scorpios out there. I hope y'all enjoyed your birthday. The message that I have for us is talking about a lot of us are in our head. We have some decisions to make as far as money. Our money is fluctuating. Maybe some of us, our money isn't coming in how it used to. There's been some changes in our income and we're trying to, figure it out. Some of us may have been offered, a position or something in regards to getting more money, but it may not be what we want. And so the message is saying, you may not want this, you may not want the opportunity that's coming to you. You may really want to do something different. And I feel like for some of us, we may have no choice but to do it in order to get our money flowing the way that we want to. But for others, it's more so you actually have the upper hand on the decision that you want to make in regards to this opportunity. All isn't lost. You don't have to take, the opportunity when it comes to money or whatever the case may be. You actually have choices. You could be in between choices. You may have to choose. It could be 3 options that you have to choose from. Overall, you just have to make the decision, Scorpio, when it comes to what you want to do with what's being offered to you in regards to maybe a job, a way to get extra money, and things of that nature. Maybe some of y'all find it hard to really make a decision or make your mind up on what it is that you want to do. And so I feel like the message is saying you may have friends or family, someone close to you that is offering you support or help. And maybe it's important to listen to these people or this person who is trying to help you to, get out of your situation. So if there's someone close to you that wants to help you, that's offering advice or help, be open to it, receive it, and that may even help you with getting clarity when it comes to what's your next move, what you should be doing, Scorpio. And also I feel like for some of us, the message we have is talking about our home, our foundation. Maybe some of us may not feel like we're at home. The space that we're in isn't really where we want to be. And so we have to decide where it is that we want to be at. What feels like home to you, Scorpio? If you're in a space where you're like, this is not really my home, I miss, where I used to be at, then you have to make the choice. You have to decide what you want to do when it comes to your foundation, your home. Maybe you feel like you really do have to get out of your space where you are at because you don't feel comfortable. You don't feel like you're at home or in a place that you've been in before where you felt like it was home. So some of us may be struggling with our home, our foundation, where we feel like we want to be. We're not, comfortable with that. And I feel like that also could go into why some of us are in our head about just where we want to be. Our money ain't right for some of us to actually move and get going and be in the space that we want to be in. But do know that we have options. All isn't lost. We can get out of this situation that we are in. So some of us, if we're in this situation, we could get out of it, Scorpio. So don't, stress yourself out or feel like you're just confined to one thing. You may have choices and you may not realize that you have choices, and you may also need to just talk to a friend or someone close to you who can give you advice or to really support you through the challenge that you're going through. Also we have the message of serenity. It's time for us to have quiet days to ourselves. We need this space to think and to get clarity on what's the next move. Maybe some of us need clarity and a peace of mind to really decide on what's the next move as far as our living situations, or our money situation, things like that. So it's time to be still and listen to your inner self. Listen to what your body, what's trying to be communicated to you through silence. So it's time for some of us to just be still, sit down and listen. Some of us have been on the go. We're too busy on the move, and it's time to sit down so we can get some answers and get clarity so we can get things rolling. Okay, and then we have the message of big happy changes. So I feel like these big happy changes that we want will take place, but we have to be still so that we can receive answers and get the clarity that we need. Okay, and it's safe for us to look within. So I have the message of, as I move through the layers of other people's opinions and beliefs. So maybe a lot of people's opinions and beliefs is clouding our judgment, not making us think for ourselves or be clear about what we want to do. Some of us know what we want to do, but it's the opinions of others and their beliefs that's actually stopping us from making the decisions and moves that we need to. So it's like we need to trust ourselves. We need to honor ourselves in how we feel and really go within and have that quiet time to get the answers that we need. Okay? I see within myself a magnificent being, wise and beautiful. I love what I see in me. So it's time to just honor and love what you see in you and not care about what other people say or think, their beliefs, because at the end of the day, Scorpio, it's your life. You have to live your life. So the opinion of others and what they believe, it has nothing to do with you. You have to be able to create the big happy changes for yourself. You have to honor yourself and what you feel, because people are always going to say something. They always going to feel like you need to follow their rules or beliefs, and their opinions matter. If you go within and you know how you really feel, you'll get those answers and you'll be able to move accordingly. Move in the direction that you want to go in, not anyone else. And then when you start to believe in yourself and move in your own energy and how you feel and honor yourself, those big happy changes will come. So that big happy change could be just you moving into a new space, you finally going back to a place that felt like home to you, or you making a decision that's going to bring money in, or steady money, steady income for yourself, and not just being in a space where you're working and you don't like where you're at, so you just have to choose. And that's our message, Scorpio. So we just got to keep pushing. We have to believe in ourselves and honor ourselves and move accordingly without worrying about what anyone has to say. And when we can move in that energy, those big happy changes will take place. So that's our message. Peace.